honoring the life of a loved one who died.
She was the most feminine tomboy you'd ever want to know. You know?
Sandy and Lonnie Phillips want people to remember Jessica Redfield Ghawi.
She was such a giving, loving person, and she was so much fun.
Jessie was an aspiring sports journalist in Denver.
When she spoke about the Avs winning the Stanley Cup, she didn't tell you that she cried.
Oh, I did.
She cried because her first thought went, if only Jessie was here to see this.
She was one of 12 people murdered at the Century Theater in Aurora 10 years ago.
There are days that, you know, I get teary-eyed still. I don't cry as often as I once did, but the pain's the same.
Pain of losing a daughter still felt 10 years later. Pain that became a bond and a mission.
We met those survivors in Sandy Hook. It just kind of told us, this is our calling.
For the past 10 years, Sandy and Lonnie have been on the road, living in a trailer, traveling from state to state to offer personal support to those who lost someone to gun violence.
There's nothing like a survivor-to-survivor hug or just a hand holding or a touch. People know that you have walked in their shoes.
When these people need help, we know what they're going to go through. They have no idea what they're going to go through.
Sandy and Lonnie created Survivors Empowered.
We're all here because we care about gun violence.
Currently on a 22-city tour called Honor with Action to meet with survivors and to push for stronger gun reform laws.
Often it is your deepest pain that empowers you to grow into your highest self.
I think the saddest part of what we do is that we have to keep doing it. We'd like to work ourselves out of a job.
Instead, they've been busy with unexpected detours.
So sometimes it's very exhausting. And sometimes after we have responded to a mass shooting, we have to have some downtime. And quite frankly, we haven't had a lot of downtime this year.
It's their way to honor Jessie's life.
The main thing that we try to do is help the wounded because they're forgotten.
It's their way to heal.
Because we have found joy, even after Jessie's death. I really, truly thought I would never find joy again.
10 years on the road has been tough.
And if I didn't have him by my side, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. I couldn't do this without his strength, and I don't think he could do it without.
It goes both ways.
10 years of moving, yet they still won't move on.
You don't move on from this. You do move forward, but you don't move on.
Nelson Garcia, 9 News.
What an incredible couple.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of person to put themselves in the vicinity of mass shootings again and again and again, because they know that their presence is so meaningful to the people.
And for them both to be able to do that emotionally at the same time is a big deal.
Yeah.
Sandy and Lonnie Phillips are now headed to Colorado, and they say after this current tour of 20 states, they're going to think about taking a year off.
Yeah, but they promise it's not the end of that work. They will continue to do the work in Jessie's name.